What is going on, everyone? Hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to be taking a look at another demo as part of the Steam Next Fest, which is going on right now, where they have lots of demos for upcoming games on the PC. And today we're taking a look at Angerfoot, which is a very weird game from the developers Free Lives, who had previously worked on the Broforce series as well as Genital Jousting. Yep, that's a game. It is published by Devolver Digital. Kind of a unique take, sort of like in the vein of something like a Hotline Miami, but a first-person shooter and a really cool art style, just kind of like a funny, quirky little game. So I just wanted to give you my first impressions on it and talk about what you could expect in Angerfoot, which, as I said, Steam has a demo up for it now, so go and check it out. But first, today's video is brought to you by KeysFan.com and their software super deal, where you can get some of the best prices out there on Microsoft software. Especially with my coupon code, you can get half off of Windows keys, as well as 62% off on Microsoft Office products like Windows 10 Pro, Windows 11 Pro, and Office 2019 Professional Plus and Office 2021 Professional Plus. And they've also got a bundle with Windows 10 Pro and Office 2019 in the same package. To save money on Windows 10 Pro, just go ahead and add the key to your cart, which starts off at $15.17. But once you get into your cart, you can go ahead and apply my discount code at checkout, YTB50, and that will give you a shocking 50% off, bringing the price down to just over $7 at $7.58. And when you proceed to checkout, you can pay with either a credit card or PayPal, whichever one happens to fit your needs. And this also applies to Microsoft Office products, but again, you're going to get 62% off on Office products with the code YTB62 at checkout. Applying that to the $67.40 price, Office 2019 brings the price down to a stunning $25.61. So I don't know what you're waiting for. If you need your software keys, head over to KeysFan.com right now and be sure to use those coupon codes at checkout. YTB50 on Windows products for half off, and YTB62 for 62% off on Microsoft Office products. So in a nutshell, Angerfoot is a first-person shooter where you have very little health, the enemies die in one hit, and you get weapons with very limited ammo. You can't reload or pick up more ammo, so when you run out of ammo in a particular gun, which may be as few as like 6 shots with a pistol or 4 bullets with a shotgun, you have to get rid of it and then pick up a gun that was dropped by one of the enemies that you took out. And you might find yourself in certain scenarios where, you know, you kind of have to try to run in against a bunch of guys with guns. And yeah, you might die along the way because it's a rather difficult game. It's manageable. It's not like an impossibly hard game. Definitely not as hard as Hotline Miami, well, that's not to say that it couldn't get that hard. There was 10 levels total in the demo that's out now, and then a bonus 11th level, which was essentially just a boss fight. So you get a good amount of time out of it. You know, you might beat it in like 20 minutes, you might beat it in like 30, 40 minutes. I guess it's really going to depend on, I guess, how often you die or whatever. Otherwise, you could probably speed run this thing in, I'm guessing, like maybe 10 minutes or less if you were just really in a rush and you weren't trying to take out the enemies on every single level and, you know, go up to the top of leaderboards and things like that. So there's definitely some replay value here, and I will look forward to this game coming out in 2023 because it does seem like a fun little game. It probably will be like 20, 25 bucks would be my guess, and for that I would definitely be a buyer. I like the art style and the really bright saturated colors, the pinks and the greens and the over-the-top you know, ragdoll physics and the pink blood that sort of shoots out and goes all over the wall and the explosions and all of that stuff. And it's just also like really, really weird. Like the enemies that you're fighting are like crocodiles. Like one dude has a hand for a head that's making metal horns, and he kind of almost looks like a rabbit. But if I looking close, I realized it was actually a metal horn hand with eyeballs and a mouth, and he was shooting me with a shotgun. The different enemy types, you can also tell what kind of, you know, hardware they're going to have, what kind of weapons they're going to be carrying based on their character model. You sort of have these heavies that run around, which are melee only. Then you've got these guys in like purple tracksuits, which are always carrying pistols. You have those rabbit hand-looking dudes, which have shotguns, and then you've got these other guys that have SMGs. So it's nice that you can kind of, you know, go into a room and quickly assess what type of, you know, enemy you're dealing with and how you should approach them, just based on how their character looks, because they're going to have a different weapon based on their character model. So that's really cool and really interesting, and I'm hoping that in the final game there's probably going to be a lot more varied enemy types and more interesting things being thrown at you. But it's also on top of talking about the weirdness in this game, there's one part, like a couple of levels in, where you're sitting on the couch with what I assume is your girlfriend, and, you know, Anger Foot is the name of the game, so everything is foot-based, and you're, like, sitting there on the couch, and you can, like, pick up your Nokia 3310, which has Snake being played on it, to take a phone call. You can even pick up pieces of popcorn and feed your girlfriend in her mouth with your toes while sitting down in front of the TV. Just a total, you know, totally normal Netflix and chill night, feeding your girlfriend with popcorn from your toes. Definitely a total normal Netflix and chill type of night. And also, as the game is called Angerfoot, you can, you know, guess that you're probably going to do a lot of kicking. All of these doorways that go into different rooms where you're not going to really know what's on the other side of it. Could be a whole bunch of enemies, you know, running straight at you. Might be a bunch of guys chucking grenades or whatever, and you sort of have to figure it out as you go along and sort of learn the level layouts. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people looking to do speed runs on a game like this, as all the level attempts are timed and everything, and they do have leaderboards. So yeah, I could definitely see a lot of people speed running this. You sort of run around, kick through doors, which send enemies flying and can kill the enemies. It's all one hit. So whether it's bullets or kicking them, or kick one guy into another, or kick a door into a room that takes out 3-4 people, it's a lot of fun. Just fun ragdoll physics and a good time overall. So yeah, it's definitely worth checking out. So I just wanted to bring attention to one more game here this week from Next Fest. If there's any other games that you'd like to either see me cover, or maybe that you've played that I haven't talked about yet. Yesterday we took a look at Metal Hellsinger, which was a fantastic game. So this one is another banger right up there with it. I would say between the two, Metal Hellsinger was, I probably preferred that more, as it was a very, very unique game. But that should not take away anything from this either. I guess if I had to give it a score, I'd give it like a 7 out of 10 for a demo. And like I said, you can get a decent amount of gameplay out of it. And yeah, check it out now over on Steam. I'll leave a link down in the description below. Hope you guys all have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you tomorrow for another video. And hopefully we'll find another Next Fest Steam demo to try out on the channel here. So gonna go ahead and get out of here. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Peace.